Hey guys, the introverted girl here, and welcome back to my channel. I finally changed my name from the shy girl to the introverted girl because I feel like it just suits me a lot more. I've also changed the banner and all the names on my social media and everything. Unfortunately, on Instagram and Twitter I couldn't get the exact same name, so they're a little bit different, but I'll put them on the screen somewhere here and also in the description down below so you can follow me on there and see any of my random kind of non-existent tweets or my pictures on Instagram. And the banner is also kind of temporary. I just made this one myself very quickly, and I actually have a friend who's going to be making one for me, but I'm not exactly sure how long it would have taken them to make it, so I decided to just kind of move on forward and put up a temporary one. But yeah, so that's all the updates to my channel so far, but I'm really excited that now I can finally have like this name that is actually representative of me, and yeah, I'm just very excited about it. So for this video I'm going to be talking about being an introverted person and basically what being introverted is. So the textbook definition of an introvert is someone who tends to turn inward mentally, which is a pretty accurate description of an introvert. We tend to get lost in our own thoughts and in our own world, creating scenarios in our head and things like that, and we definitely don't like to be around a lot of people, mainly strangers, because we like to kind of just have our own time, and that's where we get our energy from, basically, is just kind of chilling out, being alone, being ourselves, as opposed to an extrovert who gets a lot of energy from being around a lot of people and talking and things like that. Introverts like to be able to have time to go into their own world and not really be disturbed sometimes. And we also do get more tired and drained from socializing a lot. I know this happens to me quite often. If I'm out a lot, like a few days in a row or something like that, I'll just be like, okay, I need my own time, I need to just relax at home because I'll just be extremely exhausted. So personally, I really hate parties for the fact that, you know, there's usually a lot of people that I don't know, and I absolutely cannot handle parties where there's lots of dancing and drinking and loud music and things like that, and there's a lot of people, because I just instantly go into a bad mood because I don't know anybody, and even if I know some people, usually those people, you know, go hang out with other friends as well, and so I'm kind of just there like, yeah, I don't know anyone, and I honestly cannot strike up a conversation very easily, and I just instantly go into a bad mood, and so I tend to stay away from those kind of parties. Parties that I like are with just a small group of friends, maybe like, I guess they wouldn't be considered parties necessarily. I like just having a group of friends to like watch movies, or I don't know, I used to go to like Halloween parties where everyone dressed up, but then we played like board games and things like that, and I just find those a lot more fun than the whole party scene of drinking and dancing and everything like that. Something else that comes with my personal introvertedness is also phone anxiety. I don't know if there's like an actual technical term with it, but really I just absolutely hate talking on the phone. And it goes beyond hate, it's more like I'm terrified to talk on the phone. And I know it sounds kind of stupid or whatever, but I honestly just can barely do it. Unless it's like a close friend of mine or a family member, I just hate doing it. I remember a time that I had to call like this like TV shop or something like that, and literally it took me about like 2 hours to just muster up the courage to call them. And even when I did finally call them, I was like shaking, my heart was racing, and I was just like literally just terrified. And I'm not exactly sure where my phone anxiety came from, but I don't know, I just have such a huge issue with it, and I avoid calling people like all the time. And I honestly just wish so much that like businesses and people could just text and email no matter what you did. I mean, even like going to like interviews or something like that terrify me because I'm talking to someone I don't know, and you know, I'm trying to impress them. But I mean, honestly, I'm just kind of sitting there just very blatantly answering their questions but not adding anything to it. But it's just like this terrifying thing that I have, and I just honestly wish that people could just text and email more often when it comes to business deals and things like that, because it would just make my life so much easier. Also, really quick, excuse the lighting. I know it's extremely annoying to me as well, and I picked the worst time to film, I guess. Here, let me see if I can just fix this really quick. Okay, it's slightly better. It's still kind of showing up, but anyways, let me continue on. Another example that I have of just how badly I don't want to talk to people and things is that I waited for about 2 years to talk to someone at my school, like a counselor, so that I could get my financial aid. And yeah, 2 years I went without financial aid just because I was so scared to go and talk to somebody one-on-one about like my plan for my college and things like that. Literally, like, it was so bad. And then of course when I went, the counselor was not very nice, so it kind of just ruined the whole experience. And so yeah, luckily I don't think I'll be having to go back to see another counselor, so hopefully that whole thing is done. Besides those struggles that I've already listed, I do have sometimes trouble with friends and family. They don't quite understand, like, sometimes how hard it is for me to do certain things. Like maybe my mom might tell me, like, you know, you just need to get out there kind of thing, but she doesn't understand just how hard it is for me to actually get out and socialize, and that it actually like makes me uncomfortable. And it's not just that I'm shy, I'm really not shy. That's why I changed the whole name, because it's like I get this like fear of talking to people because I'm constantly overthinking like what I'm gonna say, like stumbling over my words, things like that, and I just automatically think like, oh, they're gonna think I'm such a weirdo because I'm like not saying anything, because I'm just like, I just revert back into my head and I'm just like, you know, making up a whole world in my head while I'm supposed to be talking to someone, and it's just like it turns out really bad and awkward. And all the time with the certain group of friends that I have, I constantly get called out on like being quiet. You know, it's kind of like a funny thing, kind of like, oh, haha, you know, oh, Betty's talking, oh, what a surprise, I didn't even know you were here anymore, you know, things like that. And I know it's funny for the time, but honestly it kind of gets on my nerves after a while. But still, being introverted, I probably won't ever really say anything about it. I'll just kind of like laugh along and be like, oh yeah, okay, because I don't like conflict. And I mean, you know, everyone's kind of like laughing and they think of it as a joke, so I don't really want to bring down the mood or anything like that, and I don't want to make others awkward and be like, oh, well, like, you know, I didn't mean it that way or things like that. So I kind of just tend to stay away and be like, oh yeah, that's funny, you know, haha, you got me. But to be honest, it really does annoy me. So I know I've listed a lot of like struggles and things that I don't like as being an introverted person, but it's not all bad. I mean, being introverted isn't a bad thing or anything like that. And some of the things that are good about being introverted is that introverts tend to notice more details and things like that, and we are more of a likable kind of group of people because we pay attention to detail and we listen to the people that we're close with. And you know, I mean, nobody like doesn't like someone who listens closely to you and things like that. And we're also more on the creative side and also problem solvers, because you know, we think about things constantly in our head and go over it and things like that, so we're able to problem solve a lot easier. And because we're in our head creating scenarios, just thinking up things, we're more creative and things. And I can attest to that because I used to be a music major and I played cello for 7 years. I picked up piano, violin, and cello really easily, so I know that that's more of a creative trait. And I am getting better with my introvertedness. I mean, it's not something I have to fix necessarily, you know, it's not like something bad about me, but I have gotten like more comfortable sometimes with certain situations. Like, for example, in middle school, I think I wouldn't have been able to actually order my own food. I would always like tell my mom like what I wanted, and then she would tell like the waiter or waitress like my order. Like, I was really bad because I just didn't want to talk to the person waiting on us. I was honestly just like, oh, they're gonna think I'm like weird if I say something wrong, or maybe they're gonna ask me what I said. You know, I'm just gonna be like really awkward, and I don't want that to happen. So I would just tell my mom like, yeah, like this is what I want, and then she would order for me. But I'm able to do that on my own now. I mean, I should be able to, right? I'm 23 now. But I mean, you know, it's something that you have to kind of get over that hurdle and everything. And so I'm able to order my own food, and I'm also able to go shopping by myself. There was obviously a point at one time where I didn't want to go anywhere without like somebody with me, but now I really honestly like shopping by myself. For one, I spend a lot less because when I'm with friends and they might be buying something, I kind of like feel this need to buy something too. I don't know why. I don't know why I do that, but I do like to shop by myself now, and I just go in, get what I need to do, and I don't waste a whole lot of time. And it's not to say that I don't like shopping with friends. You know, I like to shop with friends a lot, but I'm just saying that I can shop by myself now, and I don't feel so like weirded out by it. And also something I've gotten better at is being able to like voice my opinions a little bit more. Just a little bit. That one I'm working on a lot, but working on opinions might even be like complimenting someone, you know, on their outfit or something, or their hair, just saying like, hey, like I like your shirt or something like that. Like a few years ago, there's no way I'd be able to do that. Like, I don't care how much I like your shirt, you'll never know because I won't say a single word. So yeah, that's all I have for this video, and a little quick shout out to the channel Psych2Go. I actually came across their video about what it means to be an introvert, I believe is the title, and it actually inspired me to make this video. So I'll leave their channel down below in the description, and also the video that inspired me. They have a lot of things having to do with the mind, and honestly I can be on their channel for like hours. It's the greatest thing. But a small shout out to them, and let me know how you like this video, and if you're introverted as well like I am, and some of your struggles, and also the things that you like about being introverted. And if you're not, then maybe tell me if you know any introverts, and if hopefully maybe this video helps you understand, you know, the introverts in your life a little bit more. So yeah, don't forget to give this video a like and comment those things down below, and possibly subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.